Hi guys, thanks for listening to this cover of Reigns of Castamere. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, you can leave a like on the video and maybe even subscribe if you're feeling extra generous. I would also like to thank you all for supporting my work by watching my videos here on YouTube and buying my songs. But a special thank you to you guys who have become my Patreons. That really means a lot. So I hope to see you in the next video. Take it easy.
How's it going, Song of Ice and Fire fans? It's Grant from UCAT's Miniatures here, bringing an episode where me and James are going to talk about UK Nationals. But first and foremost, James, how you doing?
Yeah, all good. Thanks, Grant. Thanks for having us on.
That's right, welcome, mate. You're welcome. So two weeks ago, or week and a half now, really.
Week and a half.
Week and a half. And we find out who's the new UK National winner. You excited?
Yeah, that'd be good. Yeah, it should be a really good event.
Yeah. Do you think you're going to
Totally. From the sidelines.
win? Obviously, you'll be one of my little mates walks around telling people off for using rules and that, yeah. So you can't win.
Yeah, that is absolutely it.
On the plus side, I can't win either. So you know.
Well, there is that. I mean, it just means there's no chance of becoming second then as well.
Well, yeah. Let's not talk about it, mate. Let's not talk about it. So basically, we're going to do a show today. We're going to talk about a little bit about the prizes and some of the other bits and pieces, really, just to sort of build some momentum leading up to the UK Nationals. And yeah, so we're going to try and do another episode prior to the event after list lock. So Friday night, it just depends on how the work schedules pan out. I mean, I probably can do it myself if you're busy, but it'd be good to have you on board.
We'll make some time just to fly through, even if we just do a quick little section breakdown, see what the field looks like.
Yeah.
See if there's anything outlying that looks pretty interesting, pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the best thing about such an event like this. We're going to see lots of list variation, lots of things that we might not have thought about, some off-meta stuff. So yeah, it'll be interesting.
Yeah. And obviously, you guys are listening. If you have any questions, do leave them in the chat, and we'll come and we'll duck in and to answer questions either as we go or at the end. Paperboy J, welcome, mate. Hello again. So let's get stuck into it, then, mate. So obviously, mine and your the Cheltenham Small Council, really, the whole what we do is we build the prizes around more giving more to more people, or less to more people than more to one person. So it's not really a sort of win a heavy prize sort of thing that we do. So we try and give more to start with. So for attending, we give out a little bit extra, and we've been really lucky this time, James, haven't we? Because we've had a bit of support from Simon and Organised Play for something that we can sort of give out prior to the event. So we're going to get stuck into that. So if you've been to any UCATS events before, you'll recognise some of this stuff. We have recycled it around because not everyone has these yet, but we do want to sort of try and cover and give stuff that's practical for the game, right?
Yeah, it's always useful.
Yeah. So on screen now, I'll put the first thing up. So let's talk prizes. So first and foremost, we're going to have the standard stuff that people may have seen from our events already. which is the 2 pass tokens that have been designed by Yannick from Tabletop Walden for TTS. We obviously made these a 3D print and made these for people as 2 pass tokens. Everybody in attendance will get that upon registration. We have a first player Game of Thrones token as well. So it's the size of an objective token, right? It looks massive on the screen there, but it's the size of objective token that our friend Cole and part of the ECATS team has 3D printed for everybody. And
Yep,
the widget,
they're really cool.
yeah, really nice, really, and they're quite detailed as well. For a small 3D print, they're quite, you can paint them up quite nice. I painted up mine, looks really cool. To be fair, I probably should have put my painted one on the screen, but I don't want to ruin it for people with my crap painting. And these widgets that we designed for our last event. So you've got the 2-inch, 3-inch, 1-inch, which is really practical for the game. You've broken yours already, so I imagine you're quite excited about that.
I was just about to say, note to people that receive these, if you leave them somewhere and they get hot, they will bend slightly because it's plastic.
Well,
Don't do what I did and try and bend it back into shape.
well, I told you at the time, mate, didn't I? I said to you, there is no way that is going to work as a crouton. You wouldn't believe me. You had to put it in the soup. Unbelievable, mate. I mean, we make some awesome prizes, but they're not that multi-purpose.
No, but they're actually super useful, especially as a Targaryen player, because all the shifts and that sort of stuff super handy, super useful. Yeah, it's a really cool little tool.
Yeah, I find it really helpful, specifically for like range units. You say the shifting, so you can measure that 2-inch shift either way, and then measure your 12-inch shot from wherever that point lands. So they're really helpful, really practical for the game, which is exactly what we wanted from our prizes. No,
Yep, and your cut out corner, you can also double up for your tray markers if you need to take the tray away and do something with it.
Yeah, definitely. I know what you're thinking, James. You're thinking, right, why do we have such a massive gap in the middle of that black screen there? But so I'll tell you.
No. Yeah, no, you should tell me. Go for it. What is it?
Mate. We used to have more chemistry in this, I'm sure we did. Right. So part of organised play have given us these really cool faction-specific faction boards, NCU boards. So sorry, faction boards, tactic board, NCU boards and stuff. So how this is going to work is we have got limited stock of these, and when people register in the morning, we're going to give them their bag of stuff, and they'll have the NCU board of their faction as well. Look at the numbers we have on the day. This should mean that everybody walks away with a tactics board, of their faction. So every single person will walk away with one of these, which, massive thanks to Organised Play for sorting out, because I think that's a really good prize. Really good prize.
Yeah, they're pretty difficult to get out in the wild, so the fact that they've donated so many of these to help out is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't the only thing they gave us. They gave us some products. We'll go over that in a minute. But so just to break that down for everyone that's watching, so everybody that attends on the day will get a pair of pass tokens, a first player marker, a widget, and a tactics board of their faction they enter on a day. Obviously, after the list lock, we will know exactly who's got what. As it stands at the minute, there isn't enough of one faction for somebody not to get a ball. So unless there is complete change and shift in factions, everyone goes the same one. Everyone will be leaving with one of these tactic boards. So that's really cool.
That's a small hint to everyone to not change their lists. All right.
Yeah, exactly that. We change your list, just don't change factions.
That's the one. Yep.
So yeah, I'm proud of that, and so yeah, all good in that. So that is what people get for turning up on the day. Comment from Naz.
Yeah, I think it's important to say is, as you said, we wanted to make sure that if you're turning up to a big event like this, even if you play somewhere in the middle, you still get to walk away with something a bit unique, something different, something that's useful, just for being there and being part of the community.
Yeah, 100%. So also there are some stuff. So we've had, obviously we're going to have first place and second place, best sporting and all that, etc. We'll get to best sport in a minute because we've got something else we need to tie that into. But we have received product from Asmodee. We have got unit boxes. We have got the Vargo Hope limited edition model with a goat helmet. We've got the limited edition Renly and Stannis. We've got some card sleeves from Blitz Mini. We've got some dice bags. We haven't got all the faction dice bags. I think we've just got Night's Watch and Free Folk. So that's a bit of a shame there. But I mean, it's still something cool that you can't readily buy. Oh yeah, there's lots of stuff to be excited about in the day for people that win in. Where we were particularly lucky is in Best Painted. So if you were to win Best Painted, obviously we're going to invite you onto this channel and have a talk about your painting, your army, and sort of your styles of painting, what you do, the concept behind it was, and what you drive behind painting miniatures the way that you did is, which is a nice sort of prize that I can give you for not much work really. I'll be filming people at the Best Painted Army after day one with a little light box to get really nice footage of them spinning. Then we'll decide on a date that works for the winner to then have a online discussion and record it. But further to this, I had a discussion with Artist Opus. So for the winner of Best Painted Army, so we're doing Best Painted Single, Best Painted Unit, and Best Painted Army. For Best Painted Army, you will receive a gift set from Artist Opus, and a massive shout out to those guys. They were really keen to help out and put something in our pocket to give away to people. So you get a 5-brush paint set from Artist Opus to take home and paint some more cool minis and win Best Painted the following year, I'm sure. But some really cool prize there, James. What do you think?
Absolutely awesome. All unique stuff. Really cool. Great support from Asmodee, especially from Arthur Opus. That's really generous of them. That's a really cool prize. It's a shame I'm not better at painting, right?
And also, a shame you're not playing in the event.
Yeah. Well, it's one of those things. But I'm gonna get to walk around and see some cool games, so that'll be good.
Yeah. Obviously, be doing more walk around than me because I'll be streaming the top table, which I'm really excited to be doing. I'm going up Friday night to set all the cameras up and get ready to stream top table. So hopefully, some people listening that can't make the event will better join me on the stream. Paperboy J, Best Painted Prize. Yeah, Best Painted Prize is the Artist Opus brush set for the Best Painted Army anyway. And then, yeah, coming onto the channel and talking about painting toy soldiers with me, which is one of my most favourite things to do. We have also got Best in Faction stuff. So I haven't got anything to show you right now, but we've got faction-specific 6-inch rulers that have been printed for us, 3D printed for us. So anyone winning Best Faction will walk away with a 6-inch ruler of their faction as well as certificates. If I can, I'll try and show the certificates at the end because I took some time to sort of design the certificates, and I'm quite happy with how they came out. But we'll come to the end when we get the screen come up. We have got specific Song of Ice and Fire miniature game trophies. So we've got the for first and second to represent Ice and Fire. I know that that people were keen to have IP specific stuff for this event, and that is something I'm very keen on myself because I feel like people buy into this game for the IP. It's a great game, but the IP is amazing as well, and I think people want to have their stuff be representative of the IP. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
Yeah, so I think we've taken on board. There was a couple of criticisms, not the right word, but maybe some suggestions that game specific finer trophies were the way to go, and that's the way we felt it should go, and that's kind of what we've done.
Yeah. We're keen. When we took this on, it was always about giving back to the community. It's not like we get paid for this. It's just this is us, doing something for the community. Hoping to give back. We're doing the best we can for you guys to have a great tournament, and part of that is representing the IP. So that's all the trophies done, right? Read in the chats. Brotherhood without banners next year. Yeah, do it. Win it with Brotherhood without banners. We'll have to get online at some point, James, and talk a little bit about the Brotherhood without banners because they're looking really cool now.
Yeah, I assume they're going to just like trickle bits and pieces in as we reach November release.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some of the other boxes have been said to be December, right? But the main box is November, and then everything else December.
Yeah, so that would suggest it'll probably be a couple of weeks space between the two. That's really weird because, correct me if I'm wrong, and it's a little bit off subject, but when they dropped Martels, did they drop all the unit boxes at the same time? You could buy them all at once, couldn't you?
Yeah, well, the whole plan was when they released Martels, they realised that there was an issue with just releasing the starter box and not the other, so they released the starter set,
Yeah,
the heroes, and a couple of other boxes, I think. But
yeah, so maybe that's a starter for Brotherhood will be end of November, and then unit boxes early December. So there's only a couple of weeks spaced out. Maybe it's to help shipping near Christmas or something like that.
Yeah. Well, anyway, back on subject. So we're also we should stress at this point that everyone that's bought a ticket needs to sign up on stats so we can start checking out the lists and making sure everything's running smoothly. We don't have to be doing this on a day. You know, I'll be sending out an email. I've got everyone's email address that have bought a ticket, so we can I'll be sending out nudges if I can't see people signed up. So if you have signed up and you get multiple emails telling you to sign up on stats, ignore me. But hopefully I'll use it to add a little bit more information as well to the event. So yeah, so what we can do as well, James, is let's draw the early bird starter set as well. Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
There's a certificate, so I'll show you them in more detail in a minute. So here's our wheel of names on the screen now. The list of everyone that bought a ticket before, I think it was the end of May, we said, is here. I pulled them straight off of the ticket sales. Anyone that's on there multiple times because they've bought a couple of tickets. Dave Toons bought a couple there for him and Dan. So if whoever wins that, we'll have to fight to the death to find out who gets the starter set, right?
46, Dave.
46.
Sorry, I butted you in there, Grant. Dave just messaged in the chat. He just says, "What's the total number of players?" It's 46, isn't it?
46, yeah, 46.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got some plans for next year, and we'll this Jordan's message, Martin and Bolton had start. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they dropped him with some more stuff. But let's get stuck into this. Click the spin. Let's do it. No way.
Please tell me it's not Dave Toon.
No, Steve Slatford. It very almost was Dave Toon. So Steve, get in contact. We will we'll sort out whatever starter set you need or whatever starter set you want, and we'll bring that on the day for you to collect. Yeah, congratulations, Steve. Cool. So that's that. I will quickly show you the certificates as well. So these are the certificates on screen now. Yeah, they're in the style of what we have as the artwork and the best in faction. These will be professionally printed, so it won't be printed on your home printer, and you'll be given these in a frame as well. We'll have to fill in names as we go. So yeah, well, I'm proud of that. Took me a while, but got there in the end. So yeah, that's it, mate. I've got not much more to add, really. Is there anything you want to sort of talk about? Oh, we have. Right. Best sporting. James, do you want to get stuck into this, or do you want me to lead the way on it?
No, I'm quite happy. So, obviously, this is something we've talked about quite extensively about how to go with this. Now, obviously, as we all know, as a community, there's a bear in the room at the moment, and after having a long chat, we've decided that we kind of wanted to put it out there that the bear situation and some of the weird and wonderful things that you can do with it can be seen to be essentially quite obnoxious and very much negative play for whoever you're playing against, with very little interaction for them to be able to fix some of the things that you can do. Now, we're not saying we're banning it, because this is the top end event. It's a thing. You can do it. What we're trying to encourage is good sportsmanship by people not abusing that to the limit and then ruining a gaming experience for whoever it is that you're playing against. That's essentially it in a nutshell. I don't know if there's anything that you want to kind of add to that.
No, there's not much we can add to that. It's the I think a lot of US events got it right, and we are going to follow suit. Is that, you know, if you're running the mass bear activation list, then you're pretty much excluded from the best sporting prize.
Yep.
Because, you know, it's not
Yep.
sporting to do that. It is a thing, you can do it. We discussed potentially house ruling it, but, you know, this is a CMON event, and these are their rules. So when it's not, we shouldn't have to house rule stuff. So this is the best way we can sort of deal it. Is basically, you know, if you want to run that list, that's absolutely fine. But, you know, we may not judge you, but we will judge you.
Yep. Absolutely. No, what we're trying to make this a good community, a community-led event where everyone turns up, everyone has a good time. We don't want feels bads and people walking away going, "Oh, this ruined my weekend."
Yeah.
So I think that's the only real sort of glaring problem that we've got, and it's not like some of the like power heavy things we've had in the past. It's just more obnoxious than those.
Yeah.
In the way that you can play it. But yeah, anyway, I think that's enough of that. Basically, don't do it. Don't be a dick. Everyone's here to have a good time.
Not to don't be a dick, because that means Dave Toon can't turn up. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, yeah. I mean, we haven't got very many questions, but we'll give it a couple of minutes just to give everyone a chance to put any questions they need it. It's nice to see Dave Toon in the chat. Obviously, he's a great member of the community. Free folk being back to being bent again.
not,
It's not really that. Yeah.
no, it's not really that. It's just some weird. There's some weird stuff that you can do with deployment. That's just it's very difficult to play into. The thing is, though, when Mance was a thing, you could still play into it and you could beat it. There were ways to beat it, but this is something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But there we go.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, if people something they, I mean, there's some very good players. We'll go for it on the on the Friday. Go through some of the lists, because there's some really nice lists at the minute that I've seen. Obviously, you haven't seen them. We've not discussed them, but there's some really cool lists, some really cool commanders. So it'd be nice to see how playing. And we've just discussed it, haven't we? There's a lot of new blood on the on the stats page, isn't there?
Yeah, which is really quite nice to see. Obviously, some returning veteran players, and then quite a lot of new stats names and stuff in there, which is quite good. Get some new people to come in, and I suppose it'll be their first time at Song LGT, so that'll be quite good.
Yeah, I can't show the list because it's got obviously it's got people's commanders on it, but yeah, there's some really cool people there. Obviously, you got quite a fair amount of Chelsea bunker lads turning up. You've got some of the Colombian Hippos, the Microwave Express train, Sherwood Brothers. You heard of Sherwood Brothers? They seem to be coming out in force, but it's not a gaming group I've heard of. Have you?
No, that'll be good.
Yeah, nice new people. We love new people, mate. We love meeting new people.
There's a couple of lads from Steadfast as well.
Yep. Yep. Some guys from Plymouth. Me and Carl have been travelling around and doing some. Well, all three of us have travelling around playing some tournaments, and we've met some people in Poole, the Orleans of the South. and they're turning up, so it'll be nice to see them now, to see them away from home. Obviously some big names as well. You got Carl Webb, Jacob of Glace, yeah,
Isaac.
Isaac's there, yeah. He obviously won the Invitational last year. Yeah, winner Tom Tyler when it was coming there. Yeah, it's some really good player, mate. It's really good players. It's going to be quite exciting. I think this is our Wilts Night 81. Is that the guy that won our Chelmsford tournament the first time? The new three sword format. That Matthew Ward. Yes, it's Matthew Burke.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Cool. He's a good player as well.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. The top end's going to be really competitive, which will be quite good. So I'll be interested to see what people come up with.
Yeah. Again, I'll be sending out an email again and probably tomorrow, pushing people that have bought tickets to sign up on Stats because we want everyone on there, so we know that everyone's in there, and we will confirm in the morning on the day as you turn and register. Again, remember, the earlier you can get in to register, the better, because we'll be giving out the tactic balls on a first come first serve basis. If there's, if we get to less lock and there's enough to give out, then that won't be such a big deal. But if we're looking like we could be running out, you might want to get there a bit earlier just to make sure you get your tactics balled.
Yeah, I think we can say that the faction spread is pretty even.
Yeah, there is one that's a little bit ahead of the others, but we don't know how that's going to end. That could all shift by the time list lock happens. What else we got? Oh, so just love their chat has been a bit more come on here.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just Dave Toon being Dave Toon, really.
Nice, Brian. It's a shame. It's such a shame that Brian couldn't make it this year, but we understand he's got stuff to be doing. Dave, you showed me all this morning, Grant. Best time to speak. What a bellend. Why would you tell people I did that? Fucking ain't worth a 10 now. You ain't getting a fucking faction specific board now. That's what you're getting. Everyone's getting ripped in half in front of you. What a dick.
What he doesn't know is you took his tenor and showed him the complete wrong stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my fault. He doesn't realise that Ultramarines isn't a faction in Song of Ice and Fire. I just showed him the LGT 40k lists. Oh, you there? I think I've lost you. Is it because I?
Nope. I'm back. I'm back.
You're back. Don't
know what happened
there. Nice. All right, cool. All right, well, cheers, James. Cheers, jumping on, mate. We'll do one next Friday then. I'm breaking down lists because we did that for the Daventry tournament. And that was really cool. We quite enjoyed that. So we'll do that again. And yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. And please do, we'll see you on the LGT, and we'll have a good time.
I suppose if anyone else gets any more questions, just drop us a message on Discord, I suppose, right?
Yeah.
For the easiest thing, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously just the tournament pack states we're using season 5 stuff, but obviously or season 4 stuff. It's obviously season 5 now. We'll update it, but just in case you've downloaded that to your PC, that will be outdated now because obviously season 5 has landed, and we will be using season 5 rules, which does unfortunately include the bears, but fortunately doesn't include the 2+ to hit Tully Cavaliers. Not Tully Cavaliers. Fuck, that'd be awful. The other ones, Riders High Garden.
Yep.
Sweet. Cheers, James, and thanks everyone for tuning in.
No worries. Yeah, no, thanks for having us.
Have a good one, guys. Bye.
Cheers, mate.